Hello, my Chunsters! My name is The Chun, and it's time to have some fun with Host Pro 2.0, episode 26, with, or possibly without, Marcus. Not quite sure what's going on. The show is quarter of an hour late because I tried to invite Marcus into an old stream. Basically, what happened was this. I tried to, start the podcast, and what happened was the whole thing kind of just bummed out on me. Not quite sure why, but the internet just decided to stop responding, and so I had to start the whole thing up again. And then it didn't have the option to go live. Now I'm not sure if I can invite Marcus, but unfortunately, because work's kind of put us in an Indian deathlock nerve hold type of situation, unfortunately, I just don't have time to wait for him if he doesn't come in automatically. So we may or we may not have Marcus. I'm not entirely sure. I sent an invitation out, so I don't know. I just don't know if he's going to be coming in or not. But yeah, I thought he was going to be here. So anyway, I'm going to try and get the comment tracker working again, because that's something which has been failing for us for the last few episodes. If I can get this thing working, God, that'd be good. Still not working. I am sorry, I haven't got the comment tracker with me, so I can't actually do anything with that. Not sure why I keep bothering with the comment tracker anymore, actually, because Google Hangouts, it's just a load of crap. It's like, why can't they just get it working? What's the point of having a comment tracker where you add a source and the source isn't present? I don't know. No. I'm sure in some world, some galaxy, that makes sense, but not this one, unfortunately. So I do have topics for you. I did actually take the liberty of organizing a few topics. That's why the show is running late. I was going to run the show at 7 o'clock, but got delayed at work. Things weren't properly, place is a bit of a joke, really, now. And we didn't had to delay the show so I could actually organize a few topics rather than just come onto the show and go, so how was your day? I didn't do much. I just sort of sat down for 10 hours. Well, bye. Just so that we didn't have that as the show, delayed the show, got some topics. But we have got some good topics for you. Well, probably just me at this rate. We have Roddy Piper. We have WWE 2K16. Movie fights, inspired topic. Recasting the Ghostbusters. Men, not women this time, like the current reboot is. We've got some Would You Rathers and a little bit of Ferrari 4x8 Spider talk for you. But like I say, don't think we have Marcus. Don't think he's coming. So I'll just go it alone. I'll send him a quick message on Facebook, see if he's having any trouble. And then we'll find out. Oh, there's an interesting article. 12 haunting facts about the Titanic that you've never heard before. 7 blew my mind. I bet you it's not going to blow my mind, but I'm going to read that anyway. You having any troubles? Apparently, I cannot type at the moment. My fingers just don't work at the moment. I don't know what it is. Cannot type. I've missed the E on trouble. Mistyped type. And now I've put the E in the wrong place because my finger. Oh, I hate myself at the moment. Getting into the stream. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Since impromptu topics and all. 12 today. Much of our knowledge of the Titanic comes from the 1998 film. Yes, of course it does. There was a Japanese survivor who escaped the ship, but when he returned to Japan, he was shamed and told he should have gone down with the ship. That's a bit harsh. Oh, hello. Here's Marcus. He hasn't even had an invite. Great. So not only is the comment tracker not working, I can't invite people. It seems as though Google Hangouts is slowly breaking. I don't think Google Hangouts works anymore. That's the idea I'm starting to... just quickly arrange doing the markers. I don't know, maybe I have to update it or something. I'm not sure. That could be it. I don't know. Maybe I just have to update the show, update the software. I don't know. It just seems to me as though I can't track comments now. I can't invite people into my stream. And I don't know what's happening. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I'm not doing anything differently. I'm really not doing anything differently. It's connected to my channel and everything just fine. But the problem seems to be that various mechanics within the Google Hangouts just aren't working at the moment. And it's not like I'm using them any differently. I'm doing exactly the same thing I was doing when they were working. It's just now we're not. Anyway, let's continue on with these haunting Titanic facts. One of the most emotional moments of the Titanic film was when the band members continued playing to calm down the passengers, and this actually happened. They played for hours after the ship hit the iceberg. Yes, they did. That I knew. Actually, I should probably assuming screen share still works. Sorry about this, everybody. I'm trying to get Marcus into the stream as well, but that just isn't really working. Very much considering sort of giving up on the whole idea, actually. Very, very close to just giving the... if the iceberg had been seen only 30 seconds before it was, and the captain was notified, the accident could have been avoided. In fairness to me, though, I am very much considering just letting the podcast go again, because to be honest, it's getting more and more difficult to do it with work being a joke, and it's just elements of it are breaking, and it's just not awesome anymore. Hello. Hello, Marcus. Wait, are you here? Can you hear me?
I'm here, but I'm not on your hangout.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. I just went live.
Oh, right.
I'm actually I'm live on the thing now. I don't know what's happening. I'm sending you invites. But yeah, I mean, here we go. I'm going to do it the same way I always used to do it. And there's your name and invitation posted and nothing, I imagine. I'll send another one. Hang on. There you are. Invite sent. It's telling me invitation posted, but getting nothing. I honestly don't know what's going on. In fairness, though, the comment tracker doesn't work anymore. You try and add sources to it, and it just doesn't have any sources. So I can't track comments. I can't really do anything. It's like
I can't join from here either.
No, you probably can't.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. I think it's a Google Hangouts thing because, in fairness, none of the apps work except for screen share. I don't know why. I mean, the lower third works, but other than that, nothing does.
Unless you could just tune it so as you can hear my voice, not just do like a podcast, like a chat thing instead of a video thing. I've got you on video call anyway.
Yeah, it can probably hear you anyway, but I don't know. I don't know how to get the sound through the speakers.
Yeah, that's the thing, because it'll be coming through your headset now. I don't know if you can set it to headset and speakers or not.
Don't think so. It's either headset or speakers. Because
is there an option in your stream to call me or anything?
I don't know. There might be. Turn camera off. Adjust bandwidth usage settings. No, I can. I've got the option to leave a call.
Yeah, that's because you're on a separate call with me, isn't it?
Yeah, that's because I'm actually in the show live. If I leave the call now, actually the whole thing just stops.
Yeah.
All I can do is invite people to it.
Unless you just try and patch it so as my voice comes through. Is my voice coming through? Would it come through on your phone?
It is coming through my phone. The only problem is I've just sent an invite to all my friends. Now, I want to see what it says actually on the send a message. That's intriguing. It's saying it's opened up a chat box of you, but that's not what we need.
Hang on, if I go onto your screens.
It's telling me that.
Right, I can watch it live. Hang on.
Yeah, you can watch it live, but I don't know if that means you can actually join it. It's weird. I don't know what's going on. I'm too tired to be able to work it out as well. That's my problem.
I'm going to pause that. There's about 12 seconds delay in 2 sets of voices.
I don't know if it has an option to just join it.
Right, go back onto Google Plus.
Invite more. I don't know. I don't. Now let's see if I can. I just sent an invite to view the event, but I can't send to invite you into the actual stream. Well, I can. It's just it's not working. Don't get it. I honestly don't get it. And I've just realised we've been for about 12 minutes on the podcast now trying to work out how to invite you in.
Yeah, it just comes up with an option to watch the podcast.
That's what I thought it would do. I honestly don't know. I honestly haven't got an idea.
Hang on, what's this?
What's what?
Oh, come through on my phone. Invite me to host Pro.
Okay. I'm totally confused. It doesn't make any sense. It goes. I'm starting to get the feeling that it's just Google have given up on the Hangouts app or something like that, and just elements of breaking on it, and they aren't bothering to fix it because it's like I say, the only apps that are working are screen share and the comment not comment tracker, the like lower third thing. Other than that, I can't get anything to work. So it's a bit weird. Unfortunately, the Q&A thing doesn't work. Nothing works. It's a bit.
Trying to post a question.
Probably not. I mean, the first time I tried to even do the stream, the whole thing like bummed out on me, and it just said, "Nope, stop responding." I was like, "Thank you." And then I tried to go live. It didn't have a go live option, so it's Host Pro's Hangouts is basically breaking to the point where you almost can't even go live.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, it's not boding well for the future of the podcast, which is the problem. The only thing I can do is put the phone close to my microphone, and then people might be able to hear you. That's all I can do.
Have you got your phone on loudspeaker?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so they might be able to hear me.
Maybe. The problem is I've got to literally hold my phone out by the speaker for a full hour and a half. This is terrible.
Is there nothing you can prop it on?
Not really. I can leave it on the table, but I don't know if it'll pick up your voice. Like that, I don't know.
You've got, like, DVD cases or something, like UPW style, trying to stack it up, maybe.
Could do, but I'd have to put one on my running notes, which I actually did manage to get done in the end. Put you on a cup that should be able to pick up the voice.
Okay, well, we're hoping this works.
Well, it's registering sound on the show, so I think we've got something. But as to whether or not people can even hear you, I don't know.
I'll go back onto your live stream. I should be able to pick up my voice because I've been talking for a bit now. I'll be able to tell you if I can hear it. I'll mute you a second.
Yeah, I'm actually checking that out right now to see if it works. Oh, it does work.
Yeah, I just heard it. Yeah, that came through quite clearly, actually.
It did. We can do the show. This is so embarrassing.
UPHP.
Yeah, you unprofessional podcasting. UPP.
UPHP, that's quite appropriate, actually.
Yeah. Oh, what I was doing was I was quickly just oh, hello. People, can anybody hear me? Oh yeah, that's your comment. And now I really do need to go to the toilet. This is really going badly. Never mind. Milton Hershey, greatest chocolate bars. You know what I want to do? Oh, I didn't know that Hershey had tickets to be on the Titanic. So I found like a haunting Titanic facts page, and I started reading it.
Oh.
Okay. More than half of the lifeboats on the ship were not actually filled to capacity. That I heard, actually.
What, the ship wasn't filled to capacity?
Yeah, that the lifeboats weren't filled up.
Yeah, no, that was, I think the lifeboats were meant to carry, 60 people, and half of them sent out ones with like 12 in them. Yeah.
Oh, this one's a bit of a haunting fact. I didn't know this. Apparently this blew somebody's mind. Apparently there's only one ocean liner that's ever been sunk by an iceberg in history, and it's Titanic.
Yep. It's the only one. It's quite amazing when you think about it, the amount of ship voyages that have happened.
Yeah, that's amazing. And apparently the iceberg that the Titanic hit, has been around since 1000 BC. That's old.
That I did not. Yeah, that is old.
The budget for the film was actually higher than the budget spent on building the real ship. For some reason, I actually don't have much trouble believing that.
No, neither do I.
Okay, now this is an odd scientific fact, which gives hope to all the alcoholics in the world. The chef was one of the survivors from the ship and his survival is credited to the amount of liquor he drank before going underwater, and that apparently helped to keep his body temperature up. Huh. So, good news, everybody. If you're an alcoholic and you drink a lot of liquor, you can survive the Titanic too, I guess. The Californian, another ship in the Atlantic that night, was not very far. Oh, yeah, that one, but they couldn't get the communication to it. Darn. Well,
I don't know if you can hear me.
Sort of only just.
How loud is your loudspeaker turned up to?
Full. I've got. Pardon?
I've got low connectivity at the minute.
Oh, that's. I'm going to try and invite you to the actual thing again. Share the company, bookmark it, quiet invitation. What's learn more? Oh, okay. Makes no difference. Yeah. Well, I never knew any of those things about the Titanic. So, Roddy Piper, for those of you who do not know, the hot rod, Roddy Piper, passed away, age 62, from cardiac arrest. Which means it's not that long ago now since Dusty Rhodes passed away. That's like two legends of the wrestling world have just gone in pretty quick succession.
Yeah, and a weird side note to anyone from Britain that's watching this, Cilla Black died today as well.
Yes, she did actually. I only just found that out.
Good old Cilla. Yeah, Roddy Piper died. I thought Piper was going to go on forever, to be honest.
He was one of those that you thought never would die, isn't he? Really?
Yeah, quite shocked. I mean, he's a bit like Ric Flair. I don't think Ric Flair will ever die.
Nah. Like Ric Flair just seems to be like one of those people who just seems to be immune to death.
I think it's well, I was going to say, I just hope this isn't the start of a stream of bad luck, because I mean, it was Dusty first, then Roddy. Just wondering who else is going to be next, if anyone. I hope there's nobody, but it could be a sign of something.
Yeah, hopefully nobody.
That would be the hope, but they're having a tribute on Raw tomorrow, I'm assuming.
Yeah, probably. That one they're bound to. Yeah, I think the thing is though, I was watching WrestleMania 19 2 nights ago, and I was like, when Roddy Piper returned to WWE in that, and against Hulk Hogan versus Vince McMahon, Roddy Piper just comes out of nowhere and just sort of taunts them both, and then whacks Hogan with the pipe and then runs off a bit.
Yeah, he came back for quite a few matches after that. The most recent one, I think, was with Jimmy Snuka and Ricky the Dragon against Jericho at WrestleMania. Was it 20?
I think it's 28. I'm trying to think. I think it was 28. Yeah. No, that match was actually quite good. Steamboat stole that one though.
No, it was 25, I think, because 25 was 2009, 26 was 2010, 27, 2011, 28, yeah, because that was when Taker lost. No, it wasn't. Last year, sorry.
No, Taker lost at 30, yeah.
Yeah, no, last year. Oh, I can't remember which year it was, but yeah, it was Jericho against the Legends, and he still go back then. And I mean, he was never really off TV. He was always involved in segments and stuff.
Yeah,
like those people you didn't think would ever go.
Yeah, it's a bit of it comes as a bit of a surprise for that to just happen so soon after Dusty Rhodes. It's just
I think people are still kind of reeling from it. It's still kind of trying to sink in a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like to have like two of the massive names go that within that close succession. I mean, considering the fact as well that Scott Hall, has outlasted them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I find surprising, and Jake Roberts for that matter.
Well, you think of guys like Raven and stuff as well.
Yeah, true.
Shit like that. I mean, Bret Hart's still going. You know, he's still going.
Yeah, I hope they're not going to be. I really hope that nobody is next. Let's just say, but you never know. The thing is, wrestlers tend to die young. They don't tend to live as old as Piper, really.
I mean, you figure as well. I mean, the brothership and the camaraderie that you built up over the years. Maybe when one of them goes, the other one just thinks, "Well, that's it."
Well, I mean, like a will to go on living type of thing.
Yeah, kind of like a Rocky V sort of thing.
Yeah, sort of know what you mean.
Nobody's going to be next.
I certainly hope not.
If you can hear anything, it's a protein shake that I'm shaking. Don't worry.
Well, I have got something a little bit different for my pod for the show tonight. I'll see if I can show it to you as well, Marcus. Wine.
That rosé.
That is rosé wine.
Wow.
I've taken to drinking wine. I shall become the god of tits and wine. I'm going to be like a Tyrion Lannister, only not blonde and not midget.
More like a Tyrion hamster, I would say.
Tyrion hamster? Quite good.
Are you drinking that from the bottle?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
What?
You can at least pour it into a glass.
Well, I could, but what would be the fun in that?
Necking it from the bottle, Chun, you are a cheap, dirty whore. The only thing worse than that is Lamborghini, for Christ's sake.
Well, yeah, but...
And again, girls do want to have fun.
I'm sorry, I haven't got time to pour it into a cup. I'm a busy man.
Pour wine into a glass, not into a cup.
Well, you know what I mean? Into a container other than the bottle.
You grew up on a council estate or something.
No, I just haven't got the time to do it. I'm too busy.
Excuses.
Yeah. I think this is a perfect excuse to move on to WWE 2K16. Because...
Rest in peace, Roddy Piper.
Yes, rest in peace, Roddy Piper. Because 2K16, they announced it, and they've done a... what do they call it? A pre-order trailer for it? Yeah. With the Terminator. And I don't know at the moment what my feelings are towards the game. I mean, I know what I'm hoping it will be. I'm hoping it's going to be a more expansive version of the type of thing we got in 2K15. And at the moment, it's promising signs. New commentary teams, more unique characters, which is good. Two of them aren't actually a wrestler, which is unusual, but that's okay. That was addressed in the pre-order trailer for anybody who doesn't know. It's the Terminator! Because apparently WWE fans can't get enough of the Terminator these days. Terminator is at WrestleMania, Terminator appears on Raw, Terminator's in the game.
Terminator's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame. You know, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I think Vince McMahon has been receiving one too many blowies from whoever owns the copyrights to the Terminator.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think he's getting them from Arnold himself.
No, I wouldn't ever accuse Arnold of that.
No, never in a million years. I just get flashbacks now to Pump and Iron. You know, when it's like it's as satisfying as being with a woman. And you know what I mean? I feel like I'm coming day and night. I just can't imagine what's going on in that boardroom. That's all I'm saying.
It's like I am constantly coming. I remember that. That's so terrible.
But then, what's the second character that's not a wrestler?
Oh, it's another version of the Terminator. You get a version of the Terminator from the first movie, and then the Terminator from the second movie.
Oh.
So you get like a face and heel Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator.
Okie dokie.
Which means, of course, that you can now have a one-on-one match between the Terminator and the Terminator, as the Terminators go one-on-one for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WWE Judgment Day.
Funny, they've stopped trying to destroy the Earth and stopped trying to destroy John Connor.
Instead, they're just going to fight in the WWE ring.
Terminator had enough time to go and sign a contract with WWE.
Yeah, I guess the world didn't end.
Yeah, Judgment Day never happened. But yeah, it's the roster is going to be apparently the biggest in history. Is it 163 or something like that?
Possibly after DLC. I've heard on launch it's 120 plus unique.
Yeah, but that's still pretty good compared to, I think 2K15 was 80, was it? Or was it even less than that?
It was less than that on launch. I think it went up to about 83 with DLC.
Yeah. So, I mean, you start out with a roster that's, you know, basically the size of last year's roster and a third extra. And unique characters as well. And that's not including DLCs and unlocks as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know what I'm thinking of doing, though, soon on 2K15 as well? Is creating a fatal four-way match in a Hell in a Cell between Randy Orton from the Hall of Pain, Randy Orton from WWE from 2012, Randy Orton from 2004, and Randy Orton, just the main Randy Orton on the game.
Yeah, I think they said that's going to be an option they're going to take out as well. It's not going to count as an extra character slot for a different costume, like it was in, I can't remember what SmackDown it was, but you would scroll over them and then you would just press up and down to get a different costume.
Yeah, I think that was in a lot of the THQ ones before 2K took over.
Yeah, I think that's an option they're going to be bringing back. Well, I hope so, anyways.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm with you on that. It clears up the character screen for sure.
Yeah, and then obviously with the extra slots and with DLCs, you don't know what they're going to release yet because they haven't really. There's only really been one trailer for it as well. Still in development, basically. But I think it's the end of September. It's coming out, isn't it? It's quite soon.
I think it's October.
Which is weird because normally it falls about 3 weeks before Christmas, doesn't it? Obviously, extra sales and that.
Yeah, I mean it's I think September is Phantom Pain. Yeah, Phantom Pain September, which I'm really stoked for. But yeah, I think the other thing is they have released their first screenshot, but it's a bit of a weird screenshot to be releasing, to be honest, because it's a screenshot of JBL's hat.
Yeah, I saw that one. I'm just gonna have a look. 2K.
Yeah, I mean they released a screenshot of JBL's hat, and the other one I saw isn't actually a screenshot. It's a picture that Finn Balor tweeted out. It was him standing next to a TV screen with his character model on it.
Yeah, I heard they've done a lot more sort of face scanning as well.
Yeah, they have. They've really upped their game on face scanning. I know they've face scanned Sasha Banks. I think they're going into as much detail as the Ward of Villains with the NXT roster this time.
Oh yeah, you are right. It's October 27th. Yeah, Phantom Pain is September, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do seem to be doing a lot more detail because I remember when we bought the game and then you came around and played it and we were like, this is good, but I think it could be better. And this time around, I think they're addressing that and they're actually going to push the system as far as it can go because I still feel like they put a huge amount of effort into the last one, like in terms of graphics and body modeling and shit like that. So I think this time they're taking a lot of time to correct that.
I think so. I tell you what though, the one thing I really hope they work on is accuracy, because it's I think as wrestling fans like their accuracy, and what we really want to see is we want to see Finn Balor when he does the da da da. We want to see the lights go white at that moment and not at random, because when you watch Randy Orton's entrance in the current games, when it goes dun 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 in real life, that's when the lights go white. It's when it sort of does that pulse, dun, you know. But in the game, it's all just the lights just go white at random. When it's going, I hear voices. It's like no, the lights don't go white at that moment in the entrance, so it doesn't sync anything up. Plus, we cannot stress, it's been 3 games now with the Shield. We want Roman Reigns to walk down the stairs. The full set of stairs from the top. Not just walk out of like the ringside area.
Yeah, well, I heard as well Brock Lesnar's got an updated entrance as well.
It's about time, because I mean he hasn't done the just walk down the aisle and then hop up onto the apron for a while. He normally, I think for the since at least 2014, he's been walking and stalking around the ring.
Yeah, I think they've actually addressed that in this one. I remember reading it somewhere.
Yeah, I mean stuff like that needs to be addressed. And finally, hopefully, after how many games have I bought now where this hasn't been the case? I can't remember. I think the Dead Man Undertaker actually had. Yes, SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. The Undertaker has not had a thunder and lightning sound effect on his entrance when he does the dead eyes. Put in a thunder and lightning sound effect. It's been wrong for like 8 years.
Yeah, they need to address that, I think.
Yeah, just accuracy points like that would really, really score them big. And plus, the other thing they need to do is just cram in some more match types as well. There aren't enough of them in 2K15.
It'd be nice to see the backstage areas make an appearance as well.
Yeah, I mean, this type of thing isn't achievable. But one thing I did see that they have done is cloth simulation. So now that so you know, like how when Bray Wyatt walks to the ring in 2K15, it's like his jacket, the bottom of his jacket sort of like follows the bottom of his belly and it sort of curls.
Yeah.
Well, in the new game, stuff like that isn't going to happen, and sort of like cloth is going to be animated individually, so that shirts actually move in a more realistic way.
Yeah, so it has actual like texture and stuff.
Here comes the rain. My windows are open because I'm absolutely boiling in this room. Let it rain.
Is it raining? I can't see any rain.
Well, yeah, no, it is a bit of rain. It's very light. I can
really
see
anything out my window.
Yeah, I can't see the actual droplets, but I can see the water falling onto my window. I think it's blowing in from the opposite direction. Cause like my house, my window and your window both sort of like if they were opposite sides of the road, they'd face each other. So if rain's landing on my window, then it's technically being blown away from yours.
Possibly. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I can't really find any screenshots of 2K16.
No, they haven't released many yet. I think they're going to start ramping that type of thing up after SummerSlam, or just before SummerSlam is normally a good time for them to do it.
Well, I suppose, yeah, because obviously it's more eyes on the product, isn't it?
Yeah, they did the roster reveal. I think it was SummerSlam last year. They did the roster reveal. Was it Survivor Series? No, it was. It was SummerSlam. Yeah, because Sting hadn't actually done his debut yet.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I honestly can't remember. Yeah, no, so they've done the trailer and everything, but yeah, I mean, I'll probably pre-order it. I still need to pre-order Phantom Pain, to be honest. I keep needing to pre-order it every time I go up to the shop. I forget.
I haven't pre-ordered Phantom Pain yet, and the thing is, I'm waiting until payday. Well, actually, I haven't got much money. That's my problem.
Well, I'm wondering whether to do a pre-order with Tesco. It's released on September the 1st, so it's less than a month away.
It is, yeah. And
because Tesco are doing a pre-order where you pay £5 and then you take it up there and collect your copy, and obviously you get £5 off the price.
ooh,
And obviously because it falls after payday,
that's good.
you should be okay. So I think I might do that. Actually, I might do that tomorrow.
That's actually a pretty decent idea. I'll tell you what, though.
Yeah, and there'll probably be a midnight release as well, I expect.
Probably. Thinking of things, by the way, which are only less than a month away, the tickets have now been booked. We are going to Revolution Pro Wrestling Portsmouth Guildhall debut. Doesn't sound that exciting. It's not like it's Monday Night Raw, but we are going to Revolution Pro Wrestling in Portsmouth, which is going to be headlined by the phenomenal AJ Styles.
I didn't realise you bought tickets for it.
The tickets have now been purchased. I received permission from the head honcho, and we're ready to go.
Excellent.
So, yep, tickets have been bought and paid for. Just need them to get delivered now. I bought them up yesterday.
Okay, have we got seat numbers or anything, or does it just turn up and...
Not yet. I don't know if we will. It says general admission ticket.
Oh, okay.
I think if you buy them from Portsmouth, you can get seating, sort of a seated ticket, like a seat number so and so, because they were offering ringside tickets of actual seats, and you could like highlight the seats you wanted.
Right.
I was thinking of doing that, but unfortunately, the Portsmouth thing bummed out on me, and plus it's an extra £10 if you want ringside seats.
Right.
I was like, it's not going to be a huge venue, so it's probably not going to make that much of a difference.
That sounds cool.
But yeah, no, I'm absolutely stoked. I'm pretty sure the AJ Styles match is going to be awesome.
But it's got to be main eventing.
Yeah, well, it's the main event. He's defending his undisputed UK championship.
Sweet.
So can't remember what his. Well, the thing is, I don't know if they knew they were going to be able to do the show, because they've been announcing matches for like October and September on the news site before they even announced that they're doing the Portsmouth show.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling it's like a late admission thing. I don't think they realised they were going to be able to do it until pretty late. So they haven't actually decided on the full card, but they have.
Yeah.
But they have got AJ agreed to do the show, and AJ's advertising it on his own website as well. So it's we know for a fact AJ will be there, but I'm not sure who he's wrestling, and I haven't got a clue what the rest of the card's going to be yet. Not that it'll make much of a difference. Probably haven't heard of many of them, if any.
It could be anyone there, really.
Yeah, if anybody. I mean, I heard a rumor Shinsuke Nakamura might be on it. He wrestles for them occasionally.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there's always TNA stars over here as well. I mean, Mr. Anderson's always over here. Magnus is always over here.
Yeah, they've had other members of the Bullet Club as well, so you might see other members of the Bullet Club put in like a surprise performance and interfere in the match.
Possibly. I'm going to have to get myself a Bullet Club t-shirt. I've been meaning to for ages.
Well, I've got a selection of thing is, I'm not quite sure which AJ Styles shirt to wear. Obviously, the one you got me for my birthday, the Impact Wrestling one, is huge, and there's no way he's going to miss it. But the one I bought is from his official Pro Wrestling Tees page, where he gets literally all the money for the merchandise sale.
Yeah.
What I was thinking about doing was, I was thinking about hitting a compromise. I was going to wear the one I bought from his website to the Revolution Pro Wrestling show, and to make it like a double kick in the balls, I'm going to wear the Impact Wrestling AJ Styles shirt to WWE Raw.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Because if you think about it, I mean, you see people turn up to TNA shows wearing WWE merch all the time, but you rarely ever see anybody wearing TNA merch to WWE shows. So
I can't think of it.
I mean, you see a few Bullet Club shirts here and there, but never a. I've never seen an Impact Wrestling shirt there, like ever. So I think it'd be quite funny, and plus it's a massive shirt. So if we ever appear on TV, I'm going to be pretty easy to spot with that massive logo on it. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm debating at the moment though whether or not we do a vlog. We probably will, but we'll have Jamie with us as well.
No, we'll just have to wait and see.
It'd be good fun. So moving on, because I just realised we're getting in for 9 o'clock now, so gonna have to start moving things on. Not that there's that much more to do, really. There's not so much for us to sink our teeth into now. Movie fights topic. This week they're doing a topic which is this. It's how would you cast a Ghostbusters reboot with a male cast? So, like, who would you have as your Ghostbusters from today's sort of world?
Well, it's going to be male Ghostbusters anyway, isn't it?
No, they're actually they've recasted it with females.
But there's an actual film coming out, isn't there?
Yeah, they're redoing Ghostbusters, but with a female cast.
Oh, for God's sake!
You sound like you don't think that's a good idea.
I think it sounds like a bit of a ridiculous idea, really.
No, you can't say anything so sexist in today's environment. You'll be skinned alive.
I don't mean that in a sexist way. I mean that as in a disrespect to the film way.
So you're being even more sexist. You're saying that a female cast is disrespectful to the film?
No, I'm saying that I don't doubt the female cast members would do a great job, but it's never going to be anything like the original.
No, I agree. I do agree with you on that.
Not just because of the male cast, just because of the franchise in general.
Yeah, true. But that's the topic that they're doing today. Who would you cast if you were to cast male actors? And admittedly, I ran into a bit of a problem because I don't know that many male comedy actors these days. Can't really think of that many new comedy actors.
Well, my choice would be, well, it doesn't necessarily, the thing is, there's comedy and there's comedy. There's, like, let's say, I don't know, let's say there's kind of Eddie Murphy comedy.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's sort of, I don't know, like Adam Sandler type of comedy. You know, there's so many different kinds of genre. That's why the original Ghostbusters was that good, because they all worked so well together.
Yeah.
In terms of the audience, I honestly don't know who would have that kind of camaraderie.
Yeah, see, now that's where I sort of struggled in the brief hour that I got to think about the topic. I sort of struggled to think of like 4 people who I reckon would have the on-screen chemistry to make it work. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to throw in 4 actors that I reckon would just be interesting to see as Ghostbusters. Just because, I don't know, it'd just be weird to see them in the role. And I went with Christian Bale, just because that'd be something so completely different to anything I think I've ever seen him do before. Then I picked Charles Dance, who, for those of you who don't know who his real name is Tywin Lannister from Game of Thrones, the Hand of the King. Just because I just have a funny. I just think that seeing Charles Dance as a Ghostbuster, would be hilarious. Yeah, like a posh, old, traditional English actor being a bit of a wacky, goofy Ghostbuster would just make me laugh. Then I decided to go with somebody who's probably a bit more conventional a choice, because, let's be honest, he should do everything, and that's Chris Pratt. Like, there's nothing he can't do, so he should be in it. And then fourth, because I'm tired and can't count, I decided to go with Oh, fuck, I've forgotten. I can't remember who I was going to pick. That was it. Sorry, Michael Fassbender. Just because he's in everything. And that's literally all I could come up with.
The main problem with that is, and I don't mean this in a racial way, but one of the Ghostbusters was black.
Oh, yeah, I decided not to say, oh, yeah, I needed a black actor.
Well, that's kind of not... If I were to do a remake, I'd probably make it so as Will Smith was to play Ernie Hutz, who was obviously the black character in Ghostbusters. I would probably pick... I'd probably pick James McAvoy for one of them as well. Possibly... I don't know, possibly Leo DiCaprio. Don't know why, but he just sort of stuck in my head from there, because I just remembered it from Inception.
Oh, yeah, that could be a good one.
And number 4 would probably be... I suppose for pure comedic value, somebody like Seth Rogen or somebody like that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting.
That's a very tough one to pick.
So if I had to pick a black actor,
One choice were Will Smith or Eddie Murphy.
Omar Sy from in case you don't know who I'm on about, he was in Jurassic World. Has pretty good on-screen chemistry with Chris Pratt now, actually, now that I think about it. So I guess because he mentioned the point about chemistry, that's why he popped into my head.
Can't say I know who he is.
He hasn't been in any real big movies until he went into Jurassic World, so I'm not surprised. If you haven't seen Jurassic World, then you probably wouldn't know who he is.
No, Fred doesn't ring a bell.
It's like Bronn when in Game of Thrones the first season where it's Tyrion just goes, and this is Bronn, son of, and then Bronn just suddenly goes, oh, you wouldn't know him. It's like, nah, good old Bronn.
Yeah, afraid I'm not familiar with that guy, but yeah, that's a tough one to do because what I'm saying, if they're remaking Ghostbusters with an all-female cast, it's just not going to be the same because those 4 guys that work together just work together so well. You'll never be able to recreate it ever again.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter who you pick. It's probably going to fail either way.
There's certain films that just shouldn't be remade.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you on that. It's just no matter what you do, it'll probably fail and just won't work.
Because it's just not the original.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't see that one doing fantastically.
No, I don't. I'm going to be honest, I don't either. It's now gotten so dark I can't actually see my running notes, but thankfully because of the bright lights of my computer screen, you can actually still see my face, so that's a good thing. It's a shame I don't have a well-lit movie studio. Oh, that's a good point. I wonder if I should refresh and see if there's any comments. Because I just thought the contract isn't working, so I might just... no, there aren't. That's okay. The next thing I have is Would You Rathers.
Okay.
So, here's some pretty good ones. Well, actually, I don't know. Would you rather win a war by dropping a bomb that killed everybody in the country instantly, or by using chemical weapons that cause severe burns, disfiguring, and agonizing pain to over 100,000 citizens? So it's either you disfigure 100,000 citizens with a chemical weapon, or you just kill them all with a bomb.
What does it mean by kill them all?
Well, you either drop a bomb that kills everybody in a country, or use a chemical weapon that ends a war and really, really injures 100,000 citizens for life. I mean, and here's the thing, right? That's a difficult one because you could go for the 100,000 citizens thing and be like, well, it's a much smaller number. I mean, if you were to drop a bomb on the UK, you either wipe out 65 million people, or just injure 100,000 of them. But the thing is, they have to live with painful, agonizing burns associated with chemical weapons for the rest of their lives, and it's almost like you're being more of a dick. I don't know, but it's still a smaller number, because then you've got, if it were the UK, 64,900,000 people that are perfectly fine, and now you're living in a time of peace.
It would be slightly easier if they said you could choose the 100,000 people that you can drop it on.
Well, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna do like a review of the 100,000 that want to burn and disfigure permanently.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about things like paedophiles and,
Yeah, okay, I'm with you on that. I see where you're coming from.
Criminals and shit like that, and maybe politicians as well.
Criminal politicians are the liars, if you believe Randy Orton's theme song.
Maybe members of the church as well for molesting kiddies.
Yeah.
That would make it much easier, but in terms of sheer numbers, I'd have to go for the 100,000, and then possibly, if me personally, I would plough as much as I could into healthcare to try and sort of get them back.
Yeah, I mean,
normal, so they're out of pain as quickly as possible.
That'd be like probably the best thing to do, wouldn't it? Just drop it on 100,000 and just go around all the hospitals that they're in, just go, sorry. It was this. It was either you or 65 million. So sorry. My condolences. Yeah, trust me, you didn't want to know what the other option was, mate. You would have done the same thing.
Yeah, there's that, but then I would actually put some money and stuff into the healthcare so as they could be almost like compensated in a way, if you would.
The thing is, though, I think you're at war with the country that you dropped the thing on, so...
Well, in that case, then, yeah, fuck them.
Good point. So, would you rather be able to fly at 5 miles per hour or run at 100?
Run at 100.
Yeah, it's not even difficult. If you can run at 100 miles an hour, you can pretty much outmaneuver any living thing on the planet. Well, you can. It's not pretty much. You can outrun every living thing on the planet. Because you can outpace a cheetah by 13 miles an hour. Job done.
What would be the point of being able to fly at 5 miles per hour?
Like, literally nothing. Unless if you, like, sort of gliding or sort of, like, really want to take in the scenery as you're flying.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine that'd be that good. I mean, you wouldn't be able to save people from buildings or anything, because you'd only be able to go at, like, buildings that are on fire or whatever, because you'd only be able to fly at 5 miles an hour, and you add on the extra weight, you wouldn't be going very fast at all.
Well, exactly. I mean, if you were to fly at 5 miles an hour, and you, like, have to save somebody from a burning building, first of all, you set eyes on the building. It's like, shit, building's on fire, I'm going to say hurry.
In about 15 minutes or so.
Hold on. Can you put the burning building on hold for a second? I'll be there in a minute. It's like, hold on. I know you're all panicking. Don't move. I will be there as fast as possible.
You see people walking past you in the street fast than what you're moving at.
Yeah, you just see people walking in the street. Help them. They're on the top building. It's okay, on it. Can you go any faster? They're really dying. No, this stops these. Why the fuck did you pick fly at 5 miles an hour instead of run at 100? Because I'm a moron.
If you could run at 100 miles an hour, I think technically you could run on water.
I guess.
Well, you figure that amount of speed, you must be able to move. You must be able to run across water and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, I guess theoretically that's possible. I mean, I don't know really.
Basically, you could get anywhere you wanted to in the world without flying there incredibly.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the problem is though, if you're trying to run across the Pacific Ocean, you would encounter a few issues. One, you can only move at 100 miles an hour, so it's still going to take for frickin' ages. I mean, it takes a Boeing 747 traveling at like 400 miles an hour, like 8 hours to fly across the Atlantic. Two, if you're trying to run across an ocean, you will get very, very, very tired, and then you'll probably end up sinking. But that was the only downside I can think of to that.
Yeah, but they never specified the how long you could run for 100 miles an hour. You could just anytime you run, you could just run at 100 miles an hour.
Could do, but then again, I mean, with the flaws that I just depicted, if you were to fly at 5 miles per hour, trying to fly across the Atlantic, that would be damn right torture. that would be like hell on earth. I think you'd die of old age before you actually reach the other side.
Yeah, you would probably, if you started flying as a baby, you might get there by the time you get old enough to start drawing a pension.
Yeah, exactly. And what did you achieve? You flew to America, so well done.
In an incredibly slow amount of time.
Yeah, incredibly slowly. And by the time you get there, everybody forgot you were going to do it.
And you could have just got a plane, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Looking for another one. Would you rather be unbelievably smart but always lonely, or just plain average and with an average social life?
The first one.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, I'd be interested to see how people in the comment section answer that one, to be honest, because with us two, considering our background, that was never going to be in doubt.
Yeah, I mean, that just seems stupid. I mean, if you were to have an average life with average friends and an average crowd, okay, that seems fine. But if you have the option to be intelligent and not seeing anybody, well, that suits me fine. I'll just sit around writing memoirs or something.
Yeah, I'd be like, cool, I don't like people, so I'm perfectly happy to see no one.
As long as my food and bills are provided for me, I'll be totally fine with that.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
I just say lock me in a dungeon with a stable internet connection. That's all I need.
Oh, there you go. I think that's the end of the good Would You Rathers. There's no more good ones out there. On the Would You Rather Reddit. So the question is, that leaves just the Ferrari left to talk about, and then that's the end of my sort of topics. So the problem is, it's now gotten so dark in here that I actually cannot see the facts. That could be an issue. But first of all, time to screen share because I'm going to bring up pictures. Yes.
I'm gonna check out the live stream and see how well the audio is working out.
As far as I can tell, very, very, very well. So here we go. That's it. That is the Ferrari 488 GTB GT Spider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the light so I can actually tell you some facts about the thing that I have written down right here. Now, the thing is, you look at a car like that and you think to yourself, screen warp, forgot about that. And you think to yourself, oh my God, that's lovely. And sure, you do. And then you have to realize one thing about that car. And it's this. Ferrari never make a new car anymore with passion and soul as the key principles of which it was designed with. They're all designed to be scientific, mathematical experiments to eke that last little second of 0 to 60, to eke that last mile per hour out of them. So is the case with this car. Because Ferrari, as one of their headline facts, have decided to tell you that this car is 20% more rigid than the 458 Spider that it replaces, which means it's 23% stiffer lengthways, which means you don't get so much body flex, which means the handling stays almost as good as the coupe. And that is one of the top facts about it, according to Ferrari, that it's 23% better handling than the 458. Brilliant. That's just typical of how Ferrari do things these days, I'm afraid, people. So if you're a nerd with glasses and sort of an uncouth beard, like me, it's kind of for you. So in continuing in that vein, it is powered by the same engine as the standard coupe version of the 488, which, in case you've forgotten what that is, it's a 661 brake horsepower, 560 pound per square foot of torque, twin turbo V8. That is what you get in that car, which means the car is good for 0 to 62 in 3 seconds and will continue accelerating until it hits 203 miles per hour. So it's a seriously fast convertible. But yeah, it's all math, really. Other than that, it's not really to create that car. They haven't done that much. That's really unique to the coupe in a way, because this car was literally what they did was they just took the roof off and put a load of strengthening beams in it, and that was fine. And that was basically it. Other than that, technically speaking, it's the same as the coupe car, so there's not really a whole lot to say about it. Other than it is a staggeringly fast machine, and I have got to say, in blue, in convertible form, I say it's better looking than the standard 488, which that isn't. That's a concept image for a 488 GTO version. So my apologies for that. I showed you the wrong car. This is sort of like the standard 488 GTB, and I do think it looks better as a convertible for what it's worth than it does a full-on car, because I think that's just. I mean, when you think of a sports car, it does look. It is red. It does have a yellow Ferrari badge on it, and it does look like that. That is what you think of a proper exotic sports car, because that does look exotic. Sure as hell, yeah, it's styled by science and by wind and how it flows, but I've got to say, I quite like the way that science styles cars, if I'm honest, because I think that is a very good-looking machine. And price, that'd be an interesting one, if I can find you a price. Let's see if I can find you one on a Top Gear website. So I'm going to stop screen sharing for the moment. There we go. Let's see if I can find you a price for that machine, because I guess that's probably the last real thing to talk about. It's probably going to be more expensive. Yeah. That's sort of what we're expecting. Not confirmed yet, but usually Spider versions of Ferraris cost about 20 grand more than the coupe versions. So if you apply the same logic to the 488, that car there, the 488 GTB Spider, will cost you £204,000. That's a lot. And that's that. That's that. Done. What were you thinking, Marcus? Would you like a Ferrari Spider?
Yeah, sure.
Mind you, I could have put any name in that, and you'd have gone, yeah.
No, I was kind of listening. I was just browsing for Phantom Pain screenshots and checking out the stream.
Oh, yeah.
The stream seems to be working okay. I think the audio's just about bearable.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I'm not sure what's actually going down next week. in terms of schedules. But hopefully I can try and work out why I'm having so much problem with Hangouts at the moment, because I've sent out invitations, but they've just not got there, unless it's just my internet playing games for the moment, which is always possible. It's just a bit of a joke, really. There must be reasons for it.
The invites came through on my phone about like half an hour after you sent them.
All right, so you actually did get the invites, but they came through on the phone. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just weird.
And they didn't show up on the laptop. That's a weird one.
No, and it wouldn't let me. Nothing came up on the Google Plus page like you're trying to call me or anything. It just came up with an invite.
Huh. Yeah, we'll try and work out why that is. That's even if the schedules allow for you to do the show next week. I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing next week. But yeah, other than that, sorry for the start. I am going to have to put time frames on this one, because for like the first 12 minutes of the show, I'm just sort of I'm calling you, trying to work out a way to get you into the stream with you on the phone. So I might give people a way to skip that, because I'm pretty sure they're not going to find that all that interesting. But yeah, other than that, I've actually, you know what, I'm quite happy with the episode in the end.
Yeah, we kept it fairly short, but then that's due to time constraint, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to have gone into more about Piper and 2K16, try and work out more on the movie fights topic. But I mean, the thing is, I just literally, to prepare the movie fights topic, all I did was give it about 10 minutes thought whilst I was in the shower.
Yeah, I must admit, when you gave it to me, I didn't really turn the laptop on till 8, and then I started thinking, oh yeah, who would I have to play in the Ghostbusters?
Yeah, it's
time to formulate a better answer than one we gave.
That's the thing. It's like it seems to be the way of Host Pro at the moment, because it's just the way that work is at the moment. It's just not offering me any chances to plan the podcast, like literally at all. In fact, it's not even giving me a chance to do this thing that I was going to do with my dad.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting all that sorted and finished up and on the go on my holiday, if I actually get one.
Yeah, I think you could do with a holiday, to be honest.
Oh, trust me, I could. I'm just getting. I mean, it's not too bad today. I mean, this is how I feel about work right now. I am happy that my arm is aching in a different place as opposed to the usual place. That is something I am happy about.
Okay, that sounds a bit dodgy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm happy that I've got a pain in my bicep and tricep muscle as opposed to in my elbow like I usually have. Yeah. I
don't really know what to say.
That's a thing to be. That's just that's low nature that things have reached at our place of employment. You're happy that you're hurting in a different part of your body. Lovely.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that.
No, you cannot. That's a great prestigious opportunity to ache further up your arm. I think with that note, I'm gonna say I'm the Chun, you're not. Thank you for watching the show. Hope you enjoyed it in the end. Bit wrought with trouble, but it's had a bit of a nerve holder attached to it by work, so it's been compressed from both ends. It was going to be longer to begin with. It's going to start at 7 o'clock, so it can be the normal length. And then that couldn't happen because I got delayed. And because I got work so early the next morning, I've had to nerve hold it from the other end as well. So it's literally been a compressed version of Host Pro. But I still think I still quite like the episode. So, yeah, I hope you did too. Thank you for watching. I am most certainly the Chun. You're not. And also, he is Marcus, and you're not.
Oh, yeah.